Welcome back to the Washington Capitals Y2G1 mode. So after all the adjustments we just made to our team in the last offseason, we will be finally playing a game with this new team, taking on the Arizona Coyotes in the opening game of the NHL season. Hopefully this season marks a return to the playoffs for the Washington Capitals, who have now gone back-to-back seasons missing out on a chance at the Stanley Cup. So we're going to go up against a kind of bad team. I can't even think of his name now, but he's not that. Martin Hansel is your top line center. You are not in good shape. At least one wouldn't think that anyway. I'm out. I think it's back. Alright. Mic cord came out for a second. Alright, so let's get into this. They're starting Martin Havlat, Martin Hansel, Mikhail Bodker, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Keith Yandel, Mike Smith. Yeah, nothing really. Alright, let's go. Alright, we've seen the same, it's been the same presentation for like 3 years. Alright, Backstrom, first face-off of the season, and he will win it. Carlson, over to Niskanen, up the wing, to Ovechkin, who stops, gives it back to Carlson. Carlson fires, deflected. Yandel up to Mikhail Bodker, who's going to try and cut across the ice and end up down low, and he's getting chased by John Carlson. Over to Yandel, fires, saved by Holtby. He's going to freeze that one, and we're going to have a little roughing right here, but it's not going to result in anything. Cody Hodgson out on the ice in the second line, and he's going to win this one. Hampus Lindholm touches the puck for the first time, and Hodgson ends up with it after it gets deflected wide. Evgeny Kuznetsov up the ice in a foot race, and Milan Mikhailuk, not Milan Mikhailuk, ends up with the puck. Seth Jones trying to defend, and Holtby, well, there's just one back behind the net. Korpikoski coming up, and he gives it over to Mikhailuk. Shot will not go. Kuznetsov carries it in and fires it on the net, but that was more just to clear it than anything else. And it's going to end up in the corner. No one went to pursue that, though. Curtis Glencross up to Korpikoski. Korpikoski loses the puck. Marcus Johansson ends up with it. He's going to cut up across the ice and take a shot in. And no fight after that. I was surprised. I didn't see the offside at first. That was the only reason I shot it. But it doesn't really matter.
A little over 6 minutes gone here in the
taking another face-off right here. Actually lose this one. Martin Hansel's good face-off man. We're going to end up with the puck here anyway and clear it in. Try and get a little dump and chase going. Ovechkin over pursues that though. Bodker, oh, we almost had Havlat carrying it up the ice. And he is going to lose the puck. I don't know what he was trying to do right there. And this one's going to be up the boards to Niskanen, over to Johansson. That wasn't who I wanted to pass it to, but it was still a good opportunity. Yandel carrying it up now. I was trying to get it over to Ovechkin, who was trailing, but it did not work out. Backstrom, who scored his first career hat trick last night, as the time of recording. You can tell how far ahead I am on these. Great player. Really coming into his own. Has more points than Ovechkin this year so far. By a significant margin. Big hit right there, but ends up creating a 2-on-1. They don't capitalize though, as they shoot it from very far away. And this one's up to David Moss, dumps it behind the net. Brendan Gallagher, another new acquisition. Lots of those on this Capitals team. He loses the puck right there, but not by his own doing. Just a strange sequence. Moss ends up firing and scores a goal right there. Gets a good opportunity in front. Goalie couldn't see that. Martin Hansel with the assist, and the Coyotes end up scoring the first goal of the NHL season. So Seth Jones up to Tom Wilson, over to Jay Beagle, and I don't know what that was right there. That was a bad shot. Big hit on Connor Murphy right there. Same name as me. Spelled wrong though. Seth Jones with the puck gives it up to Jay Beagle, and he's going to clear it up the ice. That's going to be an icing. That was just really an errant pass. I didn't want to clear it. But we're going to get another opportunity now back in our defensive zone. And Jones will give it up to Ward. Ward's going to carry it up over to Tom Wilson, who is going to lose it, but then ends up getting it back. And give it over to Bagel, who cannot finish Seth Jones is going to take a shot, and that one is deflected right in front of the net. Oliver Ekman-Larsson ends up with it. And it looks like we're going to end this period without scoring a goal unless we can get back into the offensive zone. And Backstrom, top line coming out on the ice, it looks like. And Backstrom gets around all the defenders and takes a shot, and he scores. Great move by Backstrom right there to get into the zone. He has our first goal of the season. That's a really strange thought. Assist from Hampus Lindholm, putting up a point in his first game with the Capitals. Just goes right around the defenders, fooled them right there, takes a little wrister, and Mike Smith cannot block that with his body or his stick or his pad. And we tie the game up right there. 1:03 left to go in the first, and Backstrom will be out on the ice after scoring the goal. 1 minute left in the period. Niskanen up the boards. It was meant to go to Ovechkin, but it didn't. And now we're going to have the this top line still out there. Face-off wins 5 in favor of Washington, 1 in favor of the Coyotes. Make that 6, as it looks like Backstrom might have improved his face-offs. Ovechkin ends up with that, but he was offside. So, and then he lays out the goalie, and then he gets laid out himself. That was not what I was. Didn't do that on purpose at all. Top line's still out there. They just really want to press the issue. It doesn't matter because we don't get the puck, and it looks like the period is going to be over. Unless Ovechkin can get something going here. Oh, and he just missed the net. He had a breakaway opportunity, and he wanted to shoot it before time expired to get the goal across the line. But it was just a little too high. Otherwise, we could have taken a 2-1 lead into the intermission, but instead it is a tied 1-1 game. Shot 7 Arizona, 4 Washington, 3 hits for them, 2 hits for us. Really not as good passing as them. 6-2 face-offs in our favor. No penalties yet. So let's get the second period underway. Top line out there once more, as would be expected to start a period. Niskanen is going to pass it up to Johansson, and Johansson can't handle it. He gets Ekman-Larsson up against the boards, but Yandel's right there. Backstrom lays him out, though, and he'll give it back up to the point. Carlson fighting for that one, and he is going to end up with it again, and gives it over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's going to cut across the ice and shoots a little wrister right there, but doesn't go. Backstrom over to Ovechkin. It's picked off by Yandel, and we are going to have to go back to defense right here, as the Coyotes end up with the puck, and this one is almost actually knocked back into the net by our own player, as that was a really weird pass, and they end up with the puck. Looks like our second line will be heading out to the ice. Yandel will have that one. Oh, that should have been goalie interference right there. That was a missed, blatant call, and that one's deflected off the skate of Backstrom. Curtis Glencross gets laid out up against the boards. Ovechkin going for a line change. Backstrom on the attack again. Backstrom shoots, and Johansson couldn't get it in. Backstrom behind the net. Back to Hampus Lindholm, gets his shot blocked. Brendan Gallagher getting the player up against the boards. Brooks Orpik, former Capital, is going to end up with it. He was a Capital for part of the last season in this BGM before being dealt for Brandon Gormley and I believe an extra pick. I'm not 100% sure. Bad pass right there. Philip Larson, former Devil, ends up with it. Tom Wilson is going to try and do something. Gormley, former Coyote, ending up with it. Larson takes a shot. Not going to go. Moss gets hit by Joel Ward. Marcel Gotch tries to take a slapper, but gets that one deflected immediately. And Jay Beagle ends up with it and somehow goes offside. But less than 10 minutes to go in the second, and we're going to try and get some offense going here. Brendan Gallagher is going to stop and go back to the point. Niskanen over to Carlson. Carlson takes a shot. Kuznetsov ends up with it down low, and he's going to kick it out for Gallagher, who's going to cut across the ice and get laid out. Cody Hodgson going over to the corner, and Zbigniew Mikalik ends up recovering. Kuznetsov is, I don't know what he was doing there, but he was running without the puck for a second. And this one's going to be knocked back to Hansel. Martin Hadlett up the boards, and he's going to get checked really hard. Hansel is going to also get checked by Brendan Gallagher, and Gallagher will carry it in. He's going to dump it back behind the net for, I don't know, who's going to end up with it. John Carlson ends up with it. Johansson over to Hodgson. Hodgson coming in, and he didn't even get this shot off. That was strange. I don't know what he was doing there. This one's going to be dumped in for one of their players. Actually ends up back there, but he will lose the puck within moments. Johansson over to Backstrom, over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, not a wise shot right there. Goalie interference again, but he ends up covering up the puck, this time on the other end. And that was blatant too. I could have swore that should have been goalie interference, but there have been no penalties so far, which is not good because I wanted to see our power play at work. And this one is going to be into traffic and taken away. Tried to get something going right there. It would have been an electrifying goal. And Gotch ends up going offside, getting tangled up with Joel Ward in the process. Top line out there. Nicholas Backstrom going for the face-off win. He will not get it. Oliver Ekman-Larsson dumbly dumps that one in. And we are having our go on the attack now. Back to the point to Gormley, to Johansson. Johansson will shoot, and Mike Smith somehow, infinite range, covers that. It's the end of the period, though. I didn't realize it was that close to the end. So we evened up the shots that period, but it's still a low defensive game, it looks like. Not a lot of shots going on. Might be the fact that it's 5-minute periods, too. But anyway, we'll keep going here. 20 to go as the period just started. Carlson up to Niskanen, up to Ovechkin. And Backstrom somehow recovers in traffic and scores a goal. That was a really strange sequence right there. Ovechkin lost the puck, and they're now going to look at it like it doesn't count. And Ekman-Larsson, I don't know what happened there, if they're going to count that goal or not. The goalie was, or the referee was waving no. It looked like to me Ekman-Larsson knocked it into his own net. And what are they going to say? The goal counts, and Backstrom scores his second unassisted goal. It shouldn't have even really been a goal. It was deflected into the Coyotes' net by their own player. Just not a good swing of luck right there. And that could really be bad news for the Coyotes. You do not want to be scoring goals in your own net. Backstrom trying to go for the hat trick. Ekman-Larsson gets his little bit of revenge right there. Can't really get revenge when you knock a goal into your own net and give them the leading score. If it was like a 7-2 game and it was just a free goal for them, go for it. But not in this situation. Ovechkin going around the net's going to knock it in. And Backstrom ends up with it again, trying to go for that Hattie. I don't know what that pass was for Ovechkin, but okay. This one's going to be dumped in. They're going for a line change. We're not going to go for a line change, though. Oh, actually, looks like we are. Backstrom going to carry it in on his own, and he takes a shot low. That's going to be deflected off the stick. Johansson over to Brandon Gallagher, who almost ended up with it. That would have been a goal if it hadn't been mildly deflected. And that's going to be a penalty on us. That was a really bad interference on Marcus Johansson. Troy Brouwer and Brendan Gallagher out here on the penalty kill. And Gallagher, not a great face-off man, but was the best defensive player, and we just decided to go for defense. And doesn't really work out in that situation. Martin Havlat robbed by Holtby, and Havlat ends up with it again. Bodker back to Havlat, back to Yandel. Gagne, bad covering by the Capitals. They only have 4 players, so it's kind of hard to begin with. Holtby making great saves out there. Bodker ends up with it, gets his shot blocked, and they can't recover the puck, and we end up with it. And we're going to have a mini breakaway right here as we almost scored a shorthanded goal. That's going to be a face-off as the net comes out from the ice. A great penalty kill sequence by the Washington Capitals right there. Kind of crazy when you think about it, but we end up with it. That one's going to be dumped in behind the net. Keith Yandel ends up with it. 45 to go on the power play for Arizona. Hansel over to Yandel. A lot of angles. And I don't know what's happening. They're wasting time on a power play right here. Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know what they're doing. Yandel takes a really ill-advised shot. Jones going to give it up to Ward. Ward trying to waste time. And he is going to get around the defenders. Go back to Niskanen. Over. Oh, Gallagher couldn't quite get to that. And now he's not moving. Glenn Cross kicks it out and ends up covering it. And Kuznetsov has it now. And that's just bad. Recovery. Ovechkin on the ice, too, it looks like. This is a weird line. Oh, and penalty. against us again. I want to see what this one was. I didn't see what happened. That was really stupid. Ovechkin. What did Ovechkin do? Oh, he just, wow, that was really retarded. He just came up behind Ekman Larson and just, okay. Alright, face off. Let's see if we can win. Oh, Brendan Gallagher actually gets one. Carlson up to Gallagher. Up to Brouwer. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher shoots it and scores a short-handed goal for the Washington Capitals. Right there by Brendan Gallagher, the free agent signee, restricted free agent signee. Could not head back to Montreal due to salary cap constraints. Scores a short-handed goal right there. Assisted by Troy Brouwer. And we are going to take a 3-1 lead. Looking to win our season opener without the help of Ovechkin. 3 unanswered goals. Although they are still on the power play, so do not count them out quite yet. Carlson over to Lindholm. Going to send it up the ice. And we're going to be back on defense very quickly right here. Bodker is going to carry it in, take a shot. And miss. He's going to carry it back up around the net, and that one's saved. Jay Beagle is going to recover and lose it immediately. Oh, nice block shot. Hampus Lindholm's going to carry it in. Offside warning, and he takes a shot right there. It's just saved. We're just trying to waste time, though. That was stupid. If we had someone in better position, that probably would have ended up in another shorthanded goal. 2 shorthanded goals on the same power play. What? I don't know if that's, like, ever happened before. It didn't happen there either, but it could have. Brouwer just going to take a shot right there. Just trying to kill the rest of the time on the power play. And it looks like we might be successful in that, as they shoot themselves in the foot with an offside right there. And we're going to end up back in their zone. Hits 17 Washington, 10 Arizona. Physical play in today's game. Jones adds to that hit total, and we are off the penalty kill now. And that was a really strange spinning shot. But we are at even strength right now, and Brouwer ends up deflecting that one. Almost a breakaway, so close. Ovechkin just barely could not recover that. Antoine Vermette up against the boards will give it up to Niskanen, and that's going to be a penalty in our favor now. As down by 2 goals, Arizona is going to be on the penalty kill. And so we can really break this game open with capitalizing on this power play. Carlson shoots it, and that one's not going to go. Backstrom, and he gets laid out. Orpik, big hitter, well known for that in his days in Pittsburgh and brief time in Washington. That was bullshit right there by Sam Gagner, checking Niskanen. And these hits are just a little ridiculous in both favor. Like, I shouldn't get some of the hits I get, but they shouldn't give me some of the hits that I get hit with. Johansson, I don't really know what I'm doing on this power play. Carlson gonna shoot that, and he's got to get back in position. Niskanen, sole defenseman on the point. Johansson carries it in and gets his shot blocked. Ovechkin doesn't have a stick, and Gagner ends up clearing it. They're giving a new stick to Ovechkin. Let's give it up to him. If he doesn't get checked from behind, that is. And Hansel ends up with it, and that's saved by Holtby. I guess I can't give it back out. I was going to give it back out. But it doesn't look like we're going to be capitalizing on this power play. We have won 71% of the face-offs in this game. Let's try and increase that. Just do. Oh, that was bad. Should not have carried that in. Holtby is going to freeze that. 7 seconds left on the power play. Looks like both penalty kills strong tonight. Even our penalty kill even scored a goal. So as long as we keep up the physicality, looks like the Capitals will be starting out the season with a win. Carlson up to Johansson, and yeah, it's going to be even strength right now. Backstrom ended up going offside. Hey, there's his hat trick.
Offside is called. Somebody got over anxious there.
No screwing around. Backstrom taking another face-off at center ice, and is going to lose that one to Hansel. Ekman Larson, not really sure what he's doing right now. He's going to clear it in. All right. Niskanen going to pick it up, and that one gets deflected. Carlson ends up picking it up, though. He's going to carry the puck in and give it up to Backstrom. Backstrom, he got a little bit out of position right there. Oh, nice poke check by the goalie right there. And they end up on the attack again. Bodker up against the boards, and is not, I don't know what he was doing right there. Don't really know how to commentate this because nothing's really happening. Pulling the away goalie. All right, where's Backstrom at? Oh, that was stupid. I don't know why he passed it there. Ooh, good right there. All right, Ovechkin, Backstrom. Oh, what the? He shot. That was dumb. Oh, gets a puck. What Ovechkin was doing? I would have just taken the empty netter at that point. I don't care who scored it, especially now that it's not looking like it's going to be Backstrom. What was that? Come on. Oh, Ovechkin's still out here, though. Let's get him a goal. Oh, no. He just completely missed that. Wow, that was retarded, Ovechkin. I don't know why you did that. Oh, well. Lindholm. Oh, whoops. Overran. That was my own damn fault. I overran that myself. And they're going to just take wild slap shots at this point, trying to score a goal. McCallick will not make that one go. And they won't even get another shot off before the end of the game, as that one's blocked down low. Game over. Eric Fair, I don't know why he's the first one out on the ice. Holtby celebrating this win with Cody Hodgson, who didn't have any points tonight. But the man of the game was really Nicholas Backstrom. Several face-off wins, great night at center ice. Scored 2 goals, even though he really only scored 1 goal. The other was a little stupid deflection by the other team. When you watch all of the highlights. Shots, 21 in favor of Arizona, but Holtby made 20 saves. 3 goals on 20 shots for Capitals, 20-17 hits advantage for us. Time on attack, 641 to 507. We could take 2 penalties, but we killed 2 penalties and scored a shorthanded goal. 17-7 face-offs, and that's about it. 3 stars of the night were Nicholas Backstrom with 2 goals, 2 hits, 5 shots, +2. Holtby, 1 goal against, 9.52 save percentage, 21 shots against. Gallagher with a goal as well, 2 shots on net. Goals from Moss, Backstrom, and Gallagher. Penalties from Johansson, Ovechkin, and Glenncross. So everyone on the first line who didn't score a goal took a penalty. That's nice. Points from Backstrom, 2 goals. Lindholm assist. Gallagher goal. Brouwer assist, and Carlson assist. Leader in plus minus, Ovechkin, Backstrom, Johansson, and Carlson. All goals came at even strength for the Capitals. Besides, actually, no, we did have one that was, I don't know how, okay, that's really strange. Unless the I don't know. There was a shorthanded goal, so it wouldn't have counted toward the plus minus. Points on the Coyotes end came from Moss goal, Hansel assist, and their leader in plus minus was McCallick and Orpik, who both had a +1. They had Yandel and Ekman Larson, their top 2 defensemen, both go negative. So that's going to wrap up the game. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this first episode of Season 2 of the Washington Capitals BAGM mode. Let's see if I know who we're going to play next yet, or if I haven't decided, because I have a couple teams planned out that I'm going to play this year. We'll see in a minute. I haven't really decided who I'm going to play next, so we'll decide that in the next episode. Maybe Detroit. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. Peace.